Action TV reported on an email that makes it evident that the CEB engineers want to operate without heeding to the Committee on Public Enterprise of Parliament, which has the authority to review both the CEB as well as its regulator, the Public Utilities Commission. Through the email that has been sent to the members of the CEB Engineers Union, the Joint Secretary questions as to who shared these internal official documents with the public, COPE, PUCSL, and the enemies. Action TV reiterated the importance of revealing who the CEB Engineers Union refers to as enemies in this email. While some in the CEB Engineers Union are operating with the notion that there are enemy forces acting against them due to the actions of a few others who think otherwise, the details of the activities of its members are revealed to the public. This Twitter thread is one such example. It is clear that they are trying to employ some tactic to hamper the government from formulating the long-term generation plan until 2020. Tomorrow, the National Economic Council is to consider a request made by the Secretary to the Ministry of Power and Renewable Energy to reach an agreement with 3 private power plants to purchase 174 megawatts of power from the private sector, claiming that there is a shortage of power in the country. Action TV on the 19th reported that the Secretary to the Ministry had sent this letter to the President's Secretary on the 6th of August. Action TV revealed that the Secretary to the Ministry of Power and Renewable Energy, Dr. Suren Bhattagoda, is trying to mislead the Economic Council at the very outset of this letter. The letter seeks the approval of the PUCSL to extend the power purchase agreement of 3 power plants. However, this letter is being sent in a backdrop where the agreement for a power plant in Ambilipitia, which is one of the 3 that is mentioned in the letter, has already been extended. This factor is not brought to the attention of the Economic Council. Since the Public Utilities Commission has not granted its approval for the extension of the said agreement, it has to be considered as an illegal agreement. The Economic Council is about to take up this illegal agreement for discussion tomorrow and would in return give validity to it. When taking a look at the report sent to COPE by the Auditor General, it is clear that the agreement with the power plant in Ambilipitia should be cancelled and that there is no requirement for agreements with the other 2 plants that are mentioned in this letter. The Auditor General in his report says that the CEB since 2015 has purchased power when there is a surplus of power in the country. The report goes on to say that there is a power surplus of 1,800 megawatts in the year 2018 and not a deficit of power. Tomorrow, the Secretary to the Ministry of Power and Renewable Energy, Dr. Suren Bhattagoda, would attempt to exaggerate the artificial power deficit that the CEB Engineers Union has created before the Economic Council of the country. When there is a capacity surplus of 1,800 megawatts in the country, how can 174 megawatts of power be purchased? Should it be allowed over to the National Economic Council?